Let's do some news, Robin. Aside from George Hamilton and Alana Hamilton's
cancellation.
What else is in the news?
Well, F.Lee Bailey's in the news. You know, he's in jail now.
F.U. Bailey?
Well, they did say that to him. And it's interesting, you know, he says he couldn't come up with it was about $5 million he needed. I think $2.3 million needed to be paid to the Swiss bank so that they would release his stock because he took a loan out, I guess, from the bank.
Yeah.
And until that loan is paid out, they won't release this $26 million in stock. And then he needed to pay the federal government another $3 million in cash for something and give him the stock. So they threw him in jail for 6 months. And he's, quoted by someone in the New Yorker saying he was never going to give this money back in the first place.
Right.
That he'd do 6 months for $10 million anytime, or that much money anytime. So there he sits in jail. They say he's really angry because Robert Shapiro is the reason he's in all this trouble now. Robert Shapiro actually testified against him.
Yeah, well, as he should.
They were both working on this case.
Oh, please. Robert Shapiro isn't sitting with all that money in an account somewhere.
Right. $26 million. And they say, you don't know how these people live, but F.Lee Bailey has some lifestyle.
No kidding.
They say that he has a $1.2 million waterfront mansion in this very exclusive beachfront community south of Palm Beach.
No kidding.
He also owns a $500,000 condo in Palm Beach, which his mother lives in. He owns a 60-foot luxury yacht. And he's a flying buff. He was a Marine pilot. And he owns 3 planes.
Wow. No wonder he needs all that money.
Yeah, he's got an overhead here he needs to support. He claims to have worked damn hard on that case for that money.
For $26 million?
Yeah. What lawyer is worth $26 million in one case?
Only Johnny Cochran.
Meanwhile, they say on February 27th, he told a judge that he only had $12,000 in the bank, but he spent $300,000 from his own account in just 2 weeks after the judge ordered a freeze on the account. So he's just flaunting the law. He doesn't even care what these judges say to him.
Right.
He lies, and then he tells them, I don't have any money, and then he spends $300,000 after they say don't spend any.
He's F.U. Bailey.
There you go.
That's how he got his name, F.U.
Somebody who's really happy to hear that he's having all this trouble is Patty Hearst.
Yeah, he did her a real favor.
Yeah, she says he always seemed to be more interested in himself than her defense, and she's actually quite happy to see him in all this trouble now. She says she just kept playing the tape over and over of him being taken away in shackles.
He'll make somebody a nice wife in prison.
She was laughing, too, about him, plowing through the reporters and smacking a couple of people. She said, yeah, he's got that little man syndrome.
Yeah,
thinks he's a tough guy.
Yeah, he's all gruff. He's like,
He's only 5'9".
He's like Bob Conrad. Knock that thing off my chip on my shoulder. Knock that battery off.
So Patty says, he'll have to be tough now that he's in prison. Right now he's in isolation in this federal prison down in Florida somewhere, but they say after a few days, they start out a lot of people in isolation, but after a few days they're going to treat him like everybody else.
Oh.
So.
Hey, man, that's a nice orange jumpsuit, man. You filled that out nice. Come here, F.U. Bailey. F.U.
That's giving me ideas.
Yeah, you're turning me on. I never thought I went for old broads, but you look pretty good.
You're doing more than marshmallows.
Yeah. This ain't no marshmallow. Saying my pants was not a marshmallow. And just the end of it is the size of a marshmallow.
You should have some interesting tales to tell. I guess he'll get a book out of this at least.
Oh, yeah.
Boyfriend.
Get a boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
He might even get a boyfriend out of it.
The New York primary is over, and Bob Dole swept the primary, taking all 102 delegates from the state of New York.
Did they say how many people actually voted? Because turnout was real low because of the weather.
Right. The weather was really, really bad, but apparently Dole supporters got to the polls, and supporters for Steve Forbes and Pat Buchanan didn't. So I don't think it was, especially in the city. There are hardly any Republicans in the city.
I was reading the internet, and some guy was saying, hey, how come Howard hasn't supported Steve Forbes? Because Steve Forbes wants to abolish the FCC. I said, first of all, I didn't know Steve Forbes wants to abolish the FCC. Second of all, I said, Steve Forbes seems like a really bright guy, and I actually like his ideas. I know he can't win because he's You know, this is politics, guys. You got to have a whole machine.
From behind.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to win. And I haven't supported Dole. I haven't supported Clinton. I haven't supported anybody. I don't know what these guys... I don't... People listen to this show. It amazes me. I can't read that internet anymore because it makes me realize people don't even listen to what I say. I might as well just not say anything. So I'm not going to read it anymore. I'm off the internet.
All right. Well, here is Bob Dole thanking the state of New York. And you'll hear a very excited Senator D'Amato in there, too. He seems to be very close to the microphone.
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much. Thank you, New York. And God bless America. Good night.
She's got to go to Senator D'Amato's got to go to the Ricky Lake show and learn how to chant.
Bob Dole! Bob Dole!
Oh, that's right. D'Amato General. Bob Dole. Bob Dole.
Bob Dole saying Bob Dole. No. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. He never. He's always like, he's just be a me. He's chanting Bob Dole.
Well,
he wants Bob Dole for president.
Al D'Amato got him chanting.
Yeah, he did.
The crowd was doing something else.
It's always funny when the mic is on you too loud. You know. Oh, man.
It's kind of embarrassing.
That's like the Linda McCartney tape when she's singing.
Yeah, you don't want to have an isolated mic on that.
Some engineer couldn't take it anymore. I guess he was on the tour, and he just isolated Linda McCartney singing those songs when she stood on stage.
Yeah.
And, man, it's like, you know. Yeah. And you don't hear anything. Yeah.
And go off key.
Hey, June.
What was that? Na 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 na.
Hey, June.
I want to thank you very much. Thank you, New York. And God bless America. Good night.
Bob Dole.
Hey, now. Bob Dole. And then the crowd chant their own thing. Yeah. Not a lot of rhythm in that crowd.
So anyway, Dole is trying to bring the party back together.
Yeah. Hey, now.
Here he is again, a little bit of his speech.
Okay. Did you see that article in the paper today that said basically what they've got to do now, because the only guy who can beat Bob Dole is Bob Dole. Mm. If they can keep him hidden away.
Yeah, just get him out of the limelight now.
Because he gets pissed off and he gets angry, and if he just doesn't come off well when he gets mean. He gets very mean-spirited. So if they just keep him low-key, he could win the whole thing.
It has been observed that I am a doer. That Bob Dole is a doer, not a talker. And that's fine with me. Let others offer rhetoric, and with your help, I'll get the job done.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what they're talking about in the paper. They just said, like, you know, these speeches that don't inspire anybody. They really put you to sleep. Like, even there, he's, like, trying to get you revved up.
I'm a doer.
Well, it's been said that I'm a doer. So, you know, his big problem is him.
Well, that's what they say when they do these exit polls. They find that a lot of people don't really enthusiastically support him.
Yeah.
They just figure there's nobody else to vote for.
Right.
And their main criticism is that he has no new ideas. They don't know what he wants to do. He keeps talking about being a doer. They don't know what he wants to do.
Here's a secret for you. Nobody has any new ideas. Even if you did, you can't get them through. Doesn't make a difference. Like, even if Steve Forbes is for a flat tax, make him president tomorrow. It doesn't mean he can get one going. It's like President Clinton was going to change health care.
At least he has an idea.
Yeah, but at least he has something. Yay.
It has been observed that I'm a doer.
Doer. I'm a doer.
That Bob Dole is a doer, not a talker. And that's fine with me. Let others
and the room is silent.
Yeah.
For rhetoric, and with your help, I'll get the job done.
Yeah.
Wow, how do you do it?
He almost implied as well that Steve Forbes and Pat Buchanan should just drop out of the race and throw their support to him. But neither one of them seems inclined to do that. Steve Forbes spent $1 million in New York and has nothing to show for it.
His father must be flipping over in his grave.
Big loser in the battle against Dole.
What's driving him at this point?
don't know.
The only thing I can think of, he's saying, hey, look, I'll become a national figure. Be great for Forbes magazine. This is good promotion.
You think all of this is just for the magazine?
I mean, what else can you attribute this to? It's over. It's over.
He really doesn't expect to do very well next Tuesday when there are a lot of big primaries either, but he continues to say he's going to fight on. Here's Steve Forbes.
I mean, he would have been out already. He just has all this money.
We're not going to withdraw from this campaign because if we're going to get change, I think I'm going to still win this nomination. But if we're going to get America going in the right direction, we must keep on the heat, keep up the debate, keep up the discussion.
Okay, dude, it's your money.
It's your money.
It's your dime, pal.
Why not? If you feel that you can do that and it's not going to hurt you in your pocketbook, might as well go ahead. And despite a third-place finish, Pat Buchanan says he's pressing onward. He just feels that he has a certain loyal following out there, and he wants to continue this ride all the way to the convention. His sister even says, however, that, you know, and this is the big fear in the Republican Party, that he will then start a third-party candidacy after he loses the Republican nomination. And Babe Buchanan wasn't doing anything to dispel those fears yesterday when she spoke to reporters.
If Bob Dole's a nominee, it gives real life to the idea of a third party with Ross Perot's people.
Really?
That's according to her. Ross Perot, however, says no way. Neither Pat Buchanan or Steve Forbes are of any interest to him.
Sound like she'd be any fun in Iraq, huh? Well, that gets real. I don't think guys look at her that way, quite frankly. She kind of looks like Pat Buchanan. I don't know, man. She does not sound like fun. Imagine her yelling at you.
If Bob Dole's a nominee, it gives real life to the idea of a third party.
I still think that's Pat Buchanan with a wig on.
With Ross Perot's people.
She sounds like him, too.
Yeah.
Sounds an awful lot like her brother.
Yeah, you get into that cadence.
Yeah. A family trait, maybe.
She scares me.
A woman is suing Michael Jackson. She says she used to work for him. No. Maureen Doherty claims that she was fired as a vice president and attorney for the pop star because of gender discrimination. She filed a suit on Wednesday and seeks unspecified damages from Jackson and his representative. So apparently she feels that the reason she lost her job is because she's a woman.
That's so rude.
Jackson has not commented on this suit as of yet. Whitney Houston's brother has been busted on drug charges.
Yeah, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you need something to ease the pain? Your sister makes $10 billion a year. What does he do for a living?
He employs them.
He's great. Put me on acid. What do I have to do for this here job, Whitney? What, I got to pick up garbage? Come on, I'm an executive.
Authorities in Cleveland County, North Carolina, say Gary Garland Houston was arrested yesterday after being stopped for a traffic violation. According to the Sheriff's Department, Houston's been charged with felonious possession of crack cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest.
Felonious monk.
He traveled for years as a backup singer for his Grammy Award-winning sister.
Yeah, that's easy. That was the whole plot of the movie The Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. Well, she knows it firsthand,
yeah.
I guess.
The sister tried to kill her. It was even worse. He's just doing a couple of doobies or something. What was he doing?
Crack, they say.
Crack.
Crack and crack paraphernalia.
There's a guy who should be allowed to smoke crack. I say legalize it for him.
Some situations.
Yeah, certain situations you should be able to deaden the pain with some crack.
Is it her fault that she has that incredible voice?
No.
Thank God somebody in the family can make some good money.
Explain it to her brother. Don't explain it to me.
The way.
Right, baby.
You don't have people following you to the restroom.
Do you think she pays him a lot or she keeps him on a string, like just like, you know, a couple of grand here and there?
I don't know. I know he was the backup singer, so he had a salary. He was drawing a salary whenever she was on tour, and I guess for some studio work.
So, like, when you got to discuss salary, though, for your brother, like, what do you do? Like, okay, here's what we're going to do for you. Medical benefits and...
No medical benefits.
I don't see medical benefits.
I really just can't afford it. I'm building a mansion.
Right. Why don't you go hang out with my husband, Bobby Brown?
You know, and I have to pay Bobby's rent.
Yeah. Bobby's got to have some money, though, right?
Well, they always say he's in some kind of financial trouble.
What do I know?
The subway fire bomber Edward Leary faces up to 105 years in prison after a jury refused to believe that prescription drugs drove him to commit his crimes.
Another guy who was trying to pawn off blowing up people.
Right, on the Prozac.
Yeah, taking responsibility for himself.
So his lawyers say they're going to appeal the case. The jury just did not buy the insanity defense. He will be sentenced later on.
I've done every drug there is. I never once said, I'm going to bomb and blow it up on the subway.
That has to be in you before you take the drug?
I think so. I think there's got to be a little of that in you. You know what I mean? And didn't the guy's wife testify that he was crazy?
Yeah.
So how many years did he get?
They haven't sentenced him yet, but he could get up to 105. I hope they give him every last one of them. Seeing the pictures of the people
but you know what?
in that car.
That guy's in pretty good shape. What if he lives 105 years and he'll be out to blow up somebody else?
I still don't think he'll be blowing up people at that advanced age.
Okay. Let me take a break, Robin. We can wrap up the news. And
when we come back?
Yeah, then we got to go deal with the elements. Bad weather out there. That's your weather forecast. Bad weather out there.
You know, I feel pretty bad because you were chastising Jackie for not starting out a little earlier this morning to get here on time.
Right.
I left at the same time I normally.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
It's perfectly fine.
Well, you live in the city.
I know.
A little different. All right, let's take a break and we'll be back.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. Let's return to The Howard Stern Show.
I'm all for that. Why not? What else we got to do? Where is Robin? Robin, babe, you're on, please. Let's tighten it up, baby. Give me your plugs, Jackie. I'll do some of those. I really don't want to stick around here with the... Oh, there's Robin. What are you busy with? It was a 12-minute break. What are you doing? Did you forget we were back?
I didn't know you were back. I got into a horse discussion with somebody in the...
Please. I'm begging you. You got to go battle the snow.
Sorry, all of a sudden you're concerned about when we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm actually doing better. I'm trying to work it out so that we get out of here on time.
Okay.
This is real training. We're getting closer to the date.
Very good.
Go ahead.
I'm very proud of you since that is what is on your mind.
Yes.
Reading in the paper today about this guy who was accused of killing Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin.
Hey, what's this guy's problem?
He says that God gave him the message trying to pull the trigger.
Well, then let him out.
He figured it this way. You know, he got into that whole area where Rabin was, and he was, surrounded by all these police officers, and he said to himself, if they ask me to leave, then I'll take that as a sign that God doesn't want me to do this.
Right.
And the cops never asked.
Oh. So arrest God.
So that's why he did it. God, he realized, was giving him a sign that this was the right thing to do.
Well, I didn't realize that.
I thought of this the other day. I said, here we got all these wackos who will strap bombs to themselves and go blow themselves up in shopping malls.
Yeah.
You got guys who'll ride cars into buildings and blow them up.
It's the one act you can't understand because...
But the thing to me is... anytime something happens here in the United States and it has a violent slant to it, they say too much violence on television. Did these people watch too much violence on television?
No. As a matter of fact, these people are Islamic, and they don't get television. They're not allowed.
So, you got to realize this is part of human nature. Television is not making people violent. Movies don't make people violent and go out and do stupid things. They either are going to do stupid, crazy things because they're stupid and crazy, or they're not.
Well, we've always made that point about Nazi Germany. I mean, there was no violent TV shows.
No.
There was no free speech. Hey,
And the only reason they didn't set off nuclear bombs back then was because they didn't have them.
Right. Thank you. Good point. Good for you.
I said to somebody once when I was out on the publicity circuit with my book, because they're always asking questions about, don't you think you're contributing to the breakdown of society?
Right. Well, yeah, we do, but...
But is that a bad thing?
Where is your music? Fred, what are you doing? Oh, Fred's leaving already.
He is doing his weekend show.
Fred, the show's not over. Go sit down and do your music. Come on, pal.
And I said, you know, you think that people are less bad than Hannibal or Genghis Khan or any of these wars?
I think we're learning now. Where's the music?
Around then, I said, the reason they didn't blow up bombs is they didn't have any. What do you think they would have done if they had guns? That'd have been much worse for them.
You know what I love about you?
What?
And this is the God's honest truth. You could go from a horseback riding discussion in the bathroom right into Rabin 101 and just straightening out all the problems of the world. Why are you not running for president?
No segue.
Too smart.
No segue.
People don't want the tough medicine I would give them.
All right. I want it. Tough medicine.
You got to be ready for that.
My bag is falling over.
Where are you? Come back here.
No,
I'm talking to you.
No, I know, but my equipment's falling over. Hold on. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Robin Williams has a new movie opening today.
Who cares? What is it, that La Cage aux Folles?
It's a remake of La Cage aux Folles.
But they call it, there should be a law against that.
They call it Birdcage.
Yeah, I mean, they should have to say, formerly known as La Cage aux Folles.
Really, because they say in some of the, in the New York Times anyway, they say that it's almost a line-by-line verbatim lifting of all the dialogue from La Cage. But Robin Williams is in it this time.
I don't know, I've seen some...
a gay couple who have a son who's marrying a girl who has a conservative comes from a conservative background, and it's what happens when these two wild families meet.
La Cage aux Folles.
Here is Robin Williams talking about his latest role.
Will he be doing rapid-fire comedy as he discusses it? Or will he be serious? I think we'll get the rapid-fire.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've been to drag clubs. I mean, I grew up in San Francisco. I remember when I lived on 19th and Castro, which is in the heart of, it was like Night of the Rat Comb. No, I've seen a lot of great drag. I've seen great drag and I've seen horrifying drag. I've seen drag, where it's a guy with a full beard going, "Aren't I pretty?" In many ways.
Shut up! I just like to hear him talk. So let him talk some more.
Stream of consciousness. Although we're all unconscious during that stream of consciousness.
He's like Betty White on steroids. It's like this huge... When you see him come at you...
Hey, speaking of Betty White on steroids, I've seen the commercials for this movie. Mm-hmm. It looks like he's a little over the top, doesn't he? Like a prancing fag or something.
The guy, Nathan Lane?
No, Robin Williams.
The feminine one? Because actually Robin Williams is playing the straighter of the two.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he's prancing all over the stage and doing mambo and... all right. I don't know. Maybe it's just like they take isolated moments.
Yeah, the most outrageous moments.
It's like, "Oh, you're very pretty. Don't hurt me." It's the type of lady you could not say no to. It is that whole... It was frightening at first because he's so big. He's big to begin with.
Who, Nathan Lane?
Had heels and...
Police.
Is there anybody saying that Robin Williams could be causing the downfall of our society? He's good, though. He's a good actor.
He is, and they say that he gives a very fine performance here. He's much more in control than his usual antic performances.
Oh,
and
good.
here's a clip.
Got that clip of Birdcage? Let me get that lined up. Okay. There we go.
I never get sore testicles.
What do? I just stand here like an object?
No. You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do fussy, fussy, fussy. You do Martha Graham, Martha Graham, Martha Graham. Or Twyla, Twyla, Twyla. Or Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd. Or Madonna, Madonna, Madonna.
Well,
keep it all inside.
I'm exhausted.
Shut up. Just work on that. I'll be right back. Looking wonderful, though.
He's out of breath.
Wouldn't you be?
Oh, my God. That set must have... People must have walked out there drained from him. Is he like that 24 hours a day, or does he ever quiet down?
I don't know. I've never spent any time with him, actually.
Damn, is he high energy.
Here's a sad story. A freelance photographer fell into the Washington Channel and drowned as he took pictures of Mayor Marion Barry's 60th birthday party.
You're kidding.
No.
That trouble follows that guy around.
Johnny Johnson.
J. Johnny Johnson or just Johnny Johnson?
Disappeared into the Channel's murky water off the Odyssey cruise ship, which was docked along the city's southwest waterfront. 20 minutes after he fell in, his body was pulled from the water and was taken to George Washington University Hospital. Barry hadn't even arrived at the party yet. He was informed of the accident on the way to the party and was visibly shaken when he arrived shortly after 8 p.m.
You know what's good if you're visibly shaken? Smoke some crack. That'll calm you down. Sure. Was it an underwater camera?
No, he apparently was on the boat. I guess he was leaning over to get a shot or something and hit the water, and nobody ever...
What shot could be that important that a guy has to lean over? You know, like, I got to get this shot. I mean, if the only shot I'd risk is if I could catch Clark Kent changing into Superman or something, you know?
Well, it put a real damper, as you can imagine, on the birthday celebration.
Yeah, I would think so.
Guests were eventually allowed on the ship for dinner, but the cruise was canceled.
And everyone vomited.
So there you have it. A man drowns at Mayor Barry's birthday party. Just bad luck following him around.
Like our own Jackie the Jokeman.
Yes. This is also coming out of Washington. An Ohio family is suing the Catholic Church, saying that their retarded son who died of AIDS got the disease from members of a religious order who raped him while he lived at the church-funded home.
That's so rude.
It is. You're right. You're right, Wood.
The church says it's not responsible for the man's death, but in a story this week... Columbus Bishop James Griffin told the U.S. News and World Report that if the church loses this case, it might have to withdraw from giving funds to social agencies if the church is going to be held liable for anything that they might do at these facilities.
I think they should all start praying to Satan at this point.
The family of this young man who died in January said the brothers who operated the Good Shepherd Manor in Wakefield, Ohio, raped and sodomized him over a number of years. The home for adult retarded men was run by the Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd.
Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd.
A Catholic-sanctioned order that received money from the Columbus Diocese to operate the facility.
Anybody with me? I think it's time the Catholic Diocese take a good look at maybe removing that celibate thing and maybe getting some guys in there halfway normal, being priests.
It's certainly a better screening process is in order.
Yeah, something, man. Somebody want to acknowledge this? Or are we going to keep playing games?
It doesn't take anybody.
Yeah. Somebody going to acknowledge there's a problem?
And you wonder, we were talking earlier about, violence and how it enters into society. I think this is it. In Roslyn Heights, Long Island, two little kids, a 7- and an 8-year-old, got into an argument as they got off the school bus in Roslyn Heights. Somehow or other, their mothers, I guess, who were there to meet them at the bus, got involved, and police say one woman pulled a razor and then slashed the other woman on the face. Sharon Cisco wound up being arrested at her home and is facing arraignment later today for assault. Her victim's name has not been released, but she had to have her face stitched up at North Shore University Hospital.
What is the background of these people?
Cisco?
See if you can do a little investigation on the weekend round. Find out ethnic.
Why is that make a difference?
I'm just curious. I want to know what's going on out there.
Roslyn Heights. Do you know that?
That's like a real Jewish area, but maybe...
Infiltrators.
Maybe it's been infiltrators. Your Honor, I thought she needed a shave. Could be servants sometimes get into that, too,
No, these were the mothers.
No, the mothers could have kids.
Huh? What?
There's areas of Roslyn that where the help live.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm just trying to determine what's going on here. I monitor this stuff.
Well, I'm simply saying don't blame television. This is how Mom is solving her problems. Don't you think the kids are going to be a little violent?
Well, in all fairness, those women were watching Babylon 5. They saw it on there. There was a similar incident.
Oh, is that what did?
Yeah.
JFK's fight with his girlfriend is going to air on Day and Date.
What time?
That midday news talk show.
Well, then we better leave. We got to go home.
They're going to show it in 5 installments. Boy, do they know how to drag and milk a story.
Drag and milk. Hey, now.
5 days they're going to stretch it out to. They say that it shows a side of JFK Jr.'s personality that has been hidden from the public.
His whole personality is hidden. We're not even sure he has a personality.
What
personality? They're going to show 2 frames per day, and then what you have to do is splice it all together.
That's right. You have to put it together yourself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's going to be a Jackie O auction. They're auctioning off some of Jackie's personal belongings. Some catalogs have been compiled, come out, and they say they'll be taking bids any way they can get them. Phone, fax, whatever. And don't bid or not bid just because you think everything will be an outrageous price.
Yeah, you know what?
There should be reasonable items.
New York Times Magazine section a week ago had like a 5-page spread of a lot of the Jackie O stuff that they're auctioning off. It's junk. You should see what they have. They have like a brush, and some of it's priced like $15.
Yeah.
I don't know who's selling this stuff, and I mean it's really tacky. It's like a toenail clipping. Then they had so I told you they had this really cool thing. It was a game table where you pop it open, and you got chess pieces in there, checker pieces, backgammon pieces, and a board. And an area for a deck of cards. And I said, that's really cool, but the thing looks like it's going to fall apart. That's a cool idea.
I think the idea is to have something that was owned by Jackie O, something that you touched.
Yeah.
If you need that in your life, this is the way to get it.
If it ain't a hunk of JFK's head, I don't want it. Give me that, I'll pay.
Now you're being outrageous.
Well, thank you. It's my job. I am Tommy.
They're having some trouble casting this Batman movie. First, it was the question as to who was going to be Batman, and now it looks like it's going to be George Clooney. Oh. Now they say that Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was slated to be one of the villains this time around, may have some problems because of previous commitments. He may not be able to work it out, but he's going to try to work out that schedule. Right. However, if he does have a problem, they say Bruce Willis is waiting in the wings to take over that role.
They're going to get Marshmallow Mike.
And
Arnold Schwarzenegger would be cool in a Batman movie.
Sure. Andre Agassi is engaged to Brooke Shields.
I don't believe that.
I am sorry.
How much you want to bet they never get married? I'll bet any amount of money, anytime.
Any amount of money?
Well. I ain't going up against you. You know why? There was a report in the tabloids that he was screwing around, right? Wasn't there?
I might have seen something.
I don't know if there was or not.
A date or something.
So
being with somebody.
So he gave her an engagement ring. Shut her up.
Oh, you think that's what's going on?
Absolutely.
I keep hearing stuff about Melanie Griffith and Antonio Banderas.
That's hard to believe.
Well.
Yeah, like he's really into her.
He's like sneaking off to go out with Madonna.
Of course. This guy's a really good-looking guy. He's with her for a party. She helped him because, first of all, this guy's never been in a movie that anyone's ever seen.
Well, he was in Interview with a Vampire. He was in Philadelphia.
Come on, for a second.
These are movies people saw.
Any movie that they put him in, where he's the star, nobody's seen.
Well, there's the difference.
Yeah. So he hangs out with her. Throws a seed into her, gets a baby with her. Now he's saddled.
I think that's her fault. She knows. She's a grown woman.
Yeah, what's she doing?
She knows better than to get pregnant.
And she ain't no spring chicken. How old is she?
She's getting up there. She's in the mid to late 30s, I would imagine.
She got a great boob job. There's a show they keep showing on HBO where she plays this hooker.
Oh, Milkmaid.
Yeah, she goes...
Milk Money.
Yeah, it's really good. These kids go to hire her as a hooker.
It is a good movie. I like it.
Me too. And then
she ain't no hooker.
Yeah, these guys go to hire her as a hooker, and then they bring her home to their dad, who just lost their mom, conveniently. And of course, she falls in love with him, and she turns out to be a great hooker and a great gal.
Yeah, she's a great mother as well.
Yeah, she's like brilliant, of course. Even though she's totally inappropriate running around town in like hot pants.
Right. The only thing she doesn't know how to do is cover up.
Right.
Otherwise, she's fine.
Yeah, she's this highly moral person who just can't help but expose herself to children.
And sleep with other people's husbands.
Right.
For money.
But she's got a great rack. That's a balloon rack, man. That's the way to do it. You're going to get implants. Get them.
Might as well go for the whole enchilada.
Yeah, because, she's kind of falling apart. But, man, you see the rack, you go, I want that.
Well, you keep looking at that face, and you say, this is no hooker.
No. That's a baby. What else you got there? Anything?
That's what's happening.
Okay, Robin, you have a good weekend. Jackie Penthouse, Joke Page, Martling, you have a good weekend with your 2 funny videos. Your 2-hour funny video. I knew it wasn't possibly had 2 funny videos. Your 2-hour video, his wild game, Stump the Joke Man, $15, $4 shipping and handling. Go for it. Jokeland special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Order yourself one, have yourself a good time. Friday night, March 22nd at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And for Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker information, why don't you give this number a call, 516-922. Yeah, 516-922-WINE. Sergeant Pecker. It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pecker taught the band to play. Don't miss Boy Gary at the U.S. Hot Rod Grand Slam of Motorsports this Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Nassau Coliseum. Well, you know what I'll end the show with? I'll play Stuttering John and his girlfriend on the
you got the answering machine.
Yeah. I'll end the show with that. Come see Steve the Gorilla Gorillo performing in Grandma Sylvia's funeral at the Soho Playhouse Wednesday through Sunday. And hear him mention my name.
I have no place to go.
If you're planning a wedding or party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. And here's John and his soon-to-be wife. Now they're making answering machine messages together. Because everything they do, they think is so cute.
It's the mother of John's child.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
John and Savannah are not home right now.
Right now.
So if you'd like to leave a message, you can. Or if you're so annoyed by this greeting, you can just hang up. Take care.
They're up to a lot of fun. Wait till that baby comes. Wait till that baby comes. We'll see how well they get along.
Yeah, well, I hope they put the screaming on the answer.
Yeah.
She played again with a baby screaming.
She's like, I went out with an actress. My first girlfriend was an actress. And she had that kind of voice, like, everything was perfect.
Right.
Hey, arrange on Monday. I want to call my first girlfriend and brag to her about my movie.
Oh, yeah, you haven't done that, Robin.
Who's your first girlfriend?
That girl, Robin.
Okay.
You mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, and you haven't done it yet.
Well, I'm
sure you'll have a long list of people you'd like to say it to.
Yeah. Now you mentioned
After you're finished with Robin, you'll go to Rita.
Yeah. And we'll go down the line. To any of them that are willing to talk to me on the air.
Maybe you should give them a special section at the premiere.
Yeah.
Have them all come to the premiere.
All the girls who rejected me.
No, good seats. They can't have good seats.
Right.
John and
in the back.
are not home right now.
Right now.
So if you'd like to leave a message, you can. Or if you're so annoyed by this greeting, you can just hang up. Take care.
It's having a party over there.
It's fun. It's playtime.
Yeah, playtime. Okay, we'll see you Monday.